Hello and welcome. Very good evening. You're watching News Night on Times Now World. My name is Pranesh Kumar Roy. Thanks for joining us. The big story is Prime Minister Modi's attack on the Congress and also the Aam Aadmi Party. Speaking at a public rally in Dwarka in the national capital, Prime Minister Modi once again singled out Arvind Kejriwal, the Delhi Chief Minister. This on a day when Aam Aadmi Party released its manifesto and said that they propose to introduce Desh Bhakti syllabus in all government schools across Delhi. The BJP called it hypocrisy, and moments later, Prime Minister tore into Kejriwal. First, he invoked Kejriwal's comments on Batla House and then also said he was the one who had questioned the valor of our braves during surgical strikes. Before I open this up, sample the reactions.
देशभक्ति पाठ्यक्रम अब शुरू किया जाएगा और उसका मकसद होगा कि हर व्यक्ति अपने देश से, देश के तिरंगे से, देश के शहीदों से, उनके साथ सम्मान करे, उनसे प्रेम करे, देश के सेना से, लेकिन साथ साथ देश के लोगों से, देश के सिस्टम से, देश के लोगों के इंसानियत से प्रेम करे, जो भारत का जो मूल तत्व है उससे प्रेम करे।
सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक और एयर स्ट्राइक के समय यहां की सरकार में बैठे लोगों ने जो आज आपसे वोट मांगे निकले हैं, उन्होंने कैसे बयान दिए थे आपको याद है ना? उनको सजा मिलनी चाहिए कि नहीं मिलनी चाहिए? ये लोग बाटला हाउस के आतंकियों के लिए रो सकते हैं, उनका साथ देने के लिए सुरक्षा बलों को कटघरे में खड़ा कर सकते हैं, लेकिन दिल्ली का विकास नहीं कर सकते।
All right, that was Prime Minister Modi speaking at a public rally in Dwarka. Let me quickly open this up. Joining us, Tuhin Sinha, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Chetan Singh is a political analyst and Danish Qureshi completes the panel political analyst. Good evening, gentlemen. Chetan Singh, let me begin with you. What do you make of Aam Aadmi Party's manifesto promise in which they are saying, "Hum to Deshbhakti padhayenge"?
See, we need to understand here categorically what is happening in Delhi and all across India is not very good, especially at this given point of time during elections. See, what I mean to say is Shaheen Bagh. Second most important point, what the manifesto the Aam Aadmi has come up with, they have categorically stated that what they have done in the past, they have worked on the fundamental issue, the fundamental challenges of the city. We know the Shiksha, Swasth is the most important subject at this given point of time.
I am hoping for a direct answer, sir.
See,
what are you talking about?
Direct answer, Arvind Kejriwal ji, question who? The government. He has got all the rights on the top of it. Look, first and foremost, the forces doesn't belong to any party. They belong to our government. On the top of it, if any official or any matured citizen of this country is going to ask a question, so he's got all the rights on the top of it. Look, again and again on all elections, we have seen in 5 elections, they have used
Mr.
that Balakot.
I think you haven't understood the question. It's not whether you can question the forces or not, but should you be doubting their valor?
Who is
That's
doubting the valor? Who is going to define? Who is BJP to define that you cannot question this? Look, we have seen in Siachen and Ladakh what is happening. A CAG report has come up. CAG report has categorically said that these forces and our Jawans out there, our officers out there are not getting the right equipment.
The BJP spokesperson, Mr. Sinha.
Well, the Aam Aadmi Party's tryst with Deshbhakti in its present manifesto is a very farcical attempt to repackage itself when it finds the ground below its feet slipping out of its completely crumbling. Now, I will give you multiple examples. In 2007, during the assembly elections in Punjab, there are many reports, even now, on if you just do a Google search, there are many reports that an AAP candidate had got a banned Khalistani extremist Gurdial Singh to campaign for him. There are pictures of that person. Number two, we all know how Arvind Kejriwal was the first to cast aspersions on the surgical strikes immediately within 4 or 5 days of the surgical strikes. We have seen Amanullah Khan, an AAP MLA, is virtually the kingpin behind both Shaheen Bagh protests and the repeated Jamia outbursts which you have seen, where in fact one of the journalists was attacked yesterday outside Jamia. Then, do you remember Arvind Kejriwal had tweeted a picture recently where we see the jhadu, which is the symbol of his party, driving away the swastik sign. So there are multiple examples. He's an infant terrible who is desperately trying to repackage himself in a knee-jerk reaction because he knows that the ground beneath his feet is crumbling this time.
Danish Qureshi, how do you see this?
Sir, my simple answer is that the Balakot strike or the air strike or the surgical strike, which was been done by the forces of India, they are the force of India and not the member of BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party. Now the thing is, why did Prime Minister remember once again in the election of Delhi that these are the people, those who have questioned? Why he cannot question, sir? My simple question to Prime Minister that why a man who is paying a tax to the country for the development, for the security, why he cannot? These people are having problem with the question. They don't want to face the people. They want to penetrate dictatorship, and the people, those who ask the questions, they didn't like them.
The issues, Mr. Danish Qureshi, Mr. Chetan Sharma, 1 minute. 1 minute. It's not just the surgical strikes. Well, politicians are well within their rights to. No, 1 minute. Question the misdemeanor, if I can use that word, of armed forces. If there is one, you have all the right to do that. But should you be doubting their valor? At the cost of repeating myself, let me tell you, Mr. Chetan Singh and Mr. Danish Qureshi, that what happened in Batla House, it was first the Congress who doubted it, and then in 2013, 1 minute, Mr. Chetan Singh, don't, 1 minute, calm down, sir, listen to the question, I'll give you time to respond. Mr. Chetan Singh, 1 minute, in 2013, Mr.
Leaders after leaders are making and giving and making provoking and derogatory statements. Who is going to talk about it?
So
I think Toin Sinha ji is certainly going to escape away, or he would certainly going to dodge the question once he'll be asked.
Let me allow to reply.
No, he is not going to reply. He has no answer. He will just going to do the blame game. This is what we have seen Modi ji, what Modi ji is doing.
Sir, remember one thing, don't try to include those.
I'll get you in 1 minute. Let Danish make his point. Yes, Mr. Qureshi.
And the Batla's encounter. Remember one thing, is that whatever was happening.
No politician had made a statement of the surgical strikes. It was entirely left to the army and when to our air army and the air force. And when Arvind Kejriwal raised those objections or raised those questions, he was directly doubting and questioning the integrity of our armed forces.
No, put your hand on your heart. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Mr. Danish Qureshi, sir, calm down. Sun to lijiye, sawal to sun lijiye. Mr. Danish Qureshi, listen to me, sir. Danish Qureshi, sir, please listen to me. When people come out and say, no, 1 minute. When people come out and equate forces to sadak ke gunde, then you have no problems. When they doubt the valor of our forces, then you have no problems. When a genuine encounter, a terror encounter such as Batla House is being maligned for political gains, then you have no problems. Are you condoning everything?
The question on Pragna Singh Thakur, she was been made the member of defense who is having about charges of the terrorism, and the people and the lady who has danced in the army by provoking Purohit, and she is the member. She is right now the member of parliament. She is the member of BJP. So she is
that's
a nationalist.
The counter.
Does it mean that?
No, I think you need to get into facts.
I can't hear
A special
you.
court of NIA has clearly absolved her of all the terror-related charges in 2017. So you need to get your facts right.
This is about
even
the
after
charges.
arresting her in 2009, 2010 for 5 years, UPA could not provide an iota of proof to support the fact that she was involved in the terror blast. In fact, the entire narrative of Hindu terror was a concoction of of the UPA government was a concoction of Chidambaram, and that stands exposed. So I don't think there is any comparison. Number two, over here, when Arvind Kejriwal raised questions and raised aspersions over those surgical strikes, he was not questioning the Prime Minister, he was not questioning the Defence Minister, because neither the Prime Minister nor the Defence Minister had made any statement. He was directly questioning the prowess and the integrity of our armed forces.
You want to allegate on Arvind Kejriwal, and you want to defend Pragna Thakur. This is the hypocrisy.
I have given you multiple examples, not one example. Forget surgical strikes. I can show you pictures right now of AAP candidates who are seeking the support, and Khalistani outfits, terrorists, banned terrorists of Khalistani outfits were campaigning for AAP candidates during the Punjab polls.
You have to make a member of parliament. Why do you want to? Why do you want to?
Have you followed the case from 2008? No. Let us debate on facts. Have you followed that case from 2008?
Mr. Tuhin Sinha,
Even after arrest for 6 years, UPA could not provide an iota of proof.
1 minute. Mr. Danish Qureshi, I'm only making the point that you won't. 1 minute, sir. Mr. Danish Qureshi, I got your point, sir. Let me rephrase that for Tuhin Sinha so that he can answer properly. Tuhin Sinha, Danish Qureshi is saying that the case against Pragya Thakur is still on, that she is still being probed under UAPA charges, and the charges are very, very serious in that sense.
First of all, the entire concoction of Hindu terror did not stand the test of law. It was a concoction of the UPA government. Secondly, from 2008, when she was arrested till 2014, the UPA could not provide an iota of proof to support their case. Thirdly, in 2017, an NIA court had absolved us of all terror-related charges. So some of the charges might still exist, but the main charges for which she was framed have all been cleared.
Okay. Chetan Singh?
Sir, this is not about main and semi-main.
1 minute,
this
sir.
Is all about the security of the nation.
Okay, Danish Qureshi has answered your question. Now let Chetan Singh also come in. Let people speak. Chetan Singh, go ahead.
See, first we need to understand who is going to teach us to respect forces and the valor of forces. The people who are not respecting the constitution of this country. Come on. Hello. This is not a la la land. This is a democratic country. In a democracy, you're not even holding a dialogue with your own people. What are you going to expect? Now you see they have created more than 20 Shaheen Baghs in this country. Very recently, yesterday only, we got a news that a 4-month-old baby has lost his life. And one baby dying means what? A country is losing its hope. Why they are not holding a dialogue?
We are not talking about that. That question. No, 1 minute, Chetan Singh, 1 minute. Let's not confuse issues, sir. Please. We did that debate on Times Now yesterday. Last night, you can go back on the net and check that. This is a different debate. Kya Deshbhakti is our hashtag, and that's a challenge by Prime Minister Modi. No, this comes on a day. 1 minute. 1 minute, Chetan Singh. The Aam Aadmi Party is going to introduce Deshbhakti lessons.
No,
the BJP is calling it hypocrisy.
In a democratic setup in our country, who is the head of the member? Who is the head of this family? Prime Minister ji. What kind of Desh Bhakti he is living on? Mere talking is not going to help. You have to walk the talk. At this given point of time, our soldiers, they do not have right equipment, and this is the CAG report has come up. Tuhin Sinha would not be having any answer. Again, I am telling you, if people of this country is in trouble, inconvenient because of the Shaheen Bagh, because of the CAA, government need to talk. They need to form a committee. They need to hold a heart-to-heart dialogue. Why are they shying away from these dialogues?
Do you want me to list out the specific changes we have brought about in the defense setup of the country? Rafale, which you guys could not negotiate for 10 years, which was very crucial for the modernization of armed forces, which we managed to do it in record time. In fact, the maximum modernization initiatives have taken place in the last 6 years. So I don't think you should, people who support our army chief being called Sadak ka Gunda, I don't think they have any right to talk about national security.
Your Deshbhakti Jumla
which you try to put it across and peddle it in all elections, going to go away.
You are proud of Shaheen Bagh. You should be a little embarrassed with the kind of slogans which have been raised at Shaheen Bagh.
On which you are
Do you support Sharjeel Imam?
You tell me.
Do you support Sharjeel Imam? You're so proud of the fact that other Shaheen Baghs are cropping up in different parts of the country, whereas you should be embarrassed.
Chetan Singh, the BJP is saying that while you can teach Desh Bhakti, should you not take a position against the Tukde slogans? What about, no, 1 minute.
Mass gang. Court has also said no Tukde gang, but mass gang is there. Tuhin Sinhaji run away from these debates when it comes down to mass gang. Why he doesn't answer? Why he doesn't answer that who are the people?
You spend 10 minutes at Shaheen Bagh and then you come back to the Khan market. You spend 2 days, you will realize what a big scam it is.
Urban Naxal.
The problem with India's liberals is that you just want to use Shaheen Bagh for a picnic. You go there for half an hour, you have tea, and then you come back to Khan market, to your favorite joint. Spend 2 days at Shaheen Bagh, you will realize the kind of scam it is.
Gang. And you see, your party people, most of the time, they are the one who lives and stay in Khan market. We all know that. Who goes and
Let's
eat
come
Khan
back
market.
to the topic. Let's not trivialize this. Please, Chetan Singh, Danish Qureshi, Tuhin Sinha. Let's not trivialize this issue. It's a serious topic. Tuhin Sinha, the opposition is saying that BJP has invoked nationalism and Desh Bhakti because they can't fault Kejriwal on his scam.
Health is a serious subject. What they have done on this topic. Tell me in this budget talks about the
Chetan Singh,
real intent about Desh
I've asked
Bhakti.
him a question. Let him answer. Calm down, Chetan Singh. Calm down.
Talk about
Resolution of historic conflicts. The number of resolutions we have brought about, that itself speaks for our commitment to nationalism. Conflicts which had been existing for the last several decades and possibly centuries, we have resolved more of them. So that speaks of our commitment to nationalism. We don't believe in keeping conflicts open because we don't want tension in the future.
The people in some of the villages of our country are not having clean water to drink. This is the big issue. What you are talking about?
So you should blame Kejriwal where the water quality is the worst. I am sitting in Mumbai where the water quality is the best of all the 11 cities that were checked. So that is why you should hold Kejriwal responsible. The water quality which you are talking about is the worst in Delhi.
oh, come on.
Have you ever asked Kejriwal why?
Water quality.
I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am sitting in Mumbai and
They have proven your parameters wrong. So therefore do not
अपना मॉडल स्टेट लेकर आपका किसी भी शासित राज्य का मॉडल स्टेट लेकर दिल्ली को आ जाइए।
देखिए, ना तो एनवायरनमेंट के लिए कुछ कर पाए केजरीवाल जी 5-6 सालों में, ना तो ढंग का पानी पीने के लिए दे पाए, और आज लास्ट में आज जब 2 दिन बाकी है इलेक्शन कैंपेन समाप्त होने में, तो अब वो देशभक्त बनना चाहते हैं। पहले आप एनवायरनमेंट की ओर ध्यान दें, देशभक्ति हम पर छोड़ दें। हमारा प्रूवन ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है देशभक्ति में। ये सडन जो आप नाटक कर रहे हैं देशभक्ति का, सबसे पहले तो आप पीने का पानी पिलाइए ढंग का, सबसे पहले तो प्रदूषण कम करिए दिल्ली का, उसके बाद बड़ी बड़ी बातें करिए।
आपके पास सिर्फ देशभक्ति, बालाकोट, आर्मी, एंटी नेशनल, पाकिस्तान, इसके अलावा आपके पास कुछ नहीं है। और इस
हमारे पास कुछ भी नहीं है, हमारे साथ पूरा देश खड़ा है। और ये प्रमाण।
1 minute, Danish Qureshi, are you suggesting? No, 1 minute, sir. Correct me if I am wrong. Are you suggesting, Danish Qureshi, that these are trivial issues? No, 1 minute. You are talking about terror attacks. Are these trivial issues for you, sir, or for the opposition here?
Sir, this should be the private. Remember one thing: terrorism is terrorism.
No, is terrorism, national security not an issue? Not an issue for the people of the country.
Sir, but first of all, the citizen of the country should be alive or not. Should it be that will be the priority, or should be the priority that the election should be held on the terrorism? What should be the priority? My question to the BJPians: what should be the priority? Did the people, did the citizen of the India, the basic needs of the citizen of India should be fulfilled or not?
Our priority is very clear: better environment, fighting pollution.
Sir, do not,
you know, the schools which you have the big scam which lies in the Delhi's education makeover, we are going to correct that. But at the same time, the seditious statements which have been raised at Shaheen Bagh deserve a firm answer which we are going to provide. These seditious statements will not be encouraged.
How you have ensured that the country is going to grow and move forward, advance forward? What you have done?
Okay, let's not talk over each other. 1 minute, Danish Qureshi. Spare a thought for the viewer, sir. हर रोज यही हो जाता है. All of us start talking over each other. 1 minute. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Let's go one by one. Danish Qureshi, you've made your point. Let Chetan Singh say something. Then I'll get Tuhin Sinha to respond to it. Chetan Singh, बताइए.
See, देखिए, सबसे पहले we have seen they have promised smart cities. How many smart cities they have made? Not even one. And therefore, Delhi is taking 1,000 times more loads than its own capacity. Having said this, the pollution, air pollution, noise pollution, Delhi is not only air polluted when it comes down to air, even noise pollution. When it comes to noise pollution, Delhi is one of the highest noise polluted city in the world. When it comes down to food pollution, milk, water, everything, just because of these reasons. Second most important point, you tell me where you have seen in UP, in other states, that how students in the midday meal, they were eating rotis with salt. What kind of model do they have? What they want to do? Forces, I have told you categorically, you know, year after years, they are selling big organizations, which you have seen. IDBI Bank has been what they have done. Now LIC, they want to attack.
To that.
Constitution, we have seen what they have done it.
Mr. Sinha.
Yeah, so I am not sure whether Chetan Singh has heard of the Eastern Expressway, which has removed 50,000 vehicles from Delhi roads per day. That is the creation of the central government. The first walk tower in Delhi is the creation of Delhi MP Gautam Gambhir. So I don't think you should be questioning. On the other hand, I am asking you today, of the 1,000 crore of green tax which has been accumulated over the last 4 years, why has Delhi government not spent that green tax?
Busy in jalebi eating, sir.
So you've been sitting on money which was specifically meant to be spent for the environment, and you question us.
Subject. We have seen you have got the celebrity to run the election, to win the election, but they do not know how to run the government. Therefore, they do not have an intent. Your party is only concerned about winning the election.
Have you used the Eastern Expressway?
Had there been any kind of a
do you know the contribution of Eastern Expressway in reducing pollution in Delhi? So I don't think you should be questioning us. We are the people who are doing the positive work.
You have to talk about that.
Since Arvind Kejriwal cannot match up to
or because it can't talk on issues of development, which is why your party is invoking Desh Bhakti and nationalism. That's the charge.
It's a question to me?
Yes, Mr. Sinha.
No, so we are proven Deshbhakts. We have always, that is something, nationalism is something we wear on our sleeve, and our track record of the last 1 year, even if you don't go beyond that, proves it. Whether it is abrogation of Article 370 and complete integration of Kashmir with India, which Congress could not do for the last 70 years, whether it is the resolution of Ram Temple, whether it is CA, we are proven Deshbhakts. But at the same time, we are equally focused on the development of Delhi. We are equally focused towards providing better environment, better schools, and better healthcare for Delhi. You should be embarrassed that in the last 2 years, Delhi, despite the huge number of respiratory ailments that people face over here in the winter months, you did not adopt Ayushman Bharat. Can you answer me why you didn't adopt Ayushman Bharat?
What about that?
The worst sufferers would you want to answer that question? It's a specific question that Tuhin Sinha is asking you about Ayushman Bharat.
At least you should
have you answer that, Mr. Qureshi?
Ayushman Bharat.
That was the jumla tha. What do you want to say about that?
क्या जुमला था? आयुष्मान भारत जुमला था? 50 लाख लोगों को 5 लाख की जो है रियायत मिली है, 5 लाख की इंश्योरेंस कवर मिली है. क्या जुमला था? आपके दिमाग में जुमला भरा हुआ है. आप कोई भी अच्छी चीज को, कोई भी पॉजिटिव चीज को जुमला कहते हैं. यही किया था ना आपने पिछले 2 सालों में रफाल को लेकर। क्या हुआ?
स्टेटमेंट जुमला है, आप जरा जाके
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने आपकी बात को नकार दिया।
तो 15 लाख के लिए
आप जुमलेबाजी करते हैं, आपको लगता है कि सब लोग जुमलेबाजी करते हैं।
आपको शर्म नहीं
थोड़ा सा
आती बात
अपनी
करते हुए?
नियत को पॉजिटिव करिए, थोड़ा सा देश को समझने की कोशिश कीजिए। ऐसे ही बिना खैरात में हमें 300 सीटें नहीं मिली है, खैरात में पूरा सपोर्ट नहीं मिला है इस लोकसभा में।
साथ मजाक कर रही है, इस देश की धार्मिक अल्पसंख्यक समुदाय के साथ अत्याचार कर रही है।
ये शाहीन बाग जो है सबसे बड़ा और सबसे भद्दा मजाक है देश के साथ। ये एक विंटर कार्निवल है और विंटर खत्म हो रहा है, अब समाप्त करिए ये नाटक को। ये शाहीन बाग जो है ये मजाक है।
मैं चाहता हूं कि ये जितने तमंचेबाज दिल्ली में आ रहे हैं, क्या ये प्रधानमंत्री के दस्ते में घुस जाएंगे तब भी दिल्ली पुलिस वैसे ही तमाशा देखेगी जैसे शाहीन बाग में देखती आई है?
देखिए, दिल्ली पुलिस पूरी तरह से स्थिति को नियंत्रण में रखे हुई है। ये समय नहीं है, ये उनको इतना उनकी इतनी औकात नहीं है कि वो प्रधानमंत्री के वहां घुस जाए। आप ये जान लीजिए कि जिस दिन हम चाहे 2 घंटे में शाहीन बाग साफ हो जाएगा, लेकिन हम चाहते हैं कि शाहीन बाग के जो नाटक करने वाले लोग हैं हर दिन अपने आप को एक्सपोज करें। और उसके बाद केवल 2 घंटे लगेंगे हमें शाहीन बाग को खाली कराने में, लेकिन हम चाहते हैं कि खुद शाहीन बाग के जो
न्यूज़ नाइट, it has become Desh Bhakti versus development, it seems, in the battle for Delhi. Thanks for watching.